How's it going? Mark Julien, theapartmentnerd.com. I am coming at you. I guess this is the 20th episode. I do have some of the Building Your Brand episodes in there, so I guess we're above 20 officially, really. But episode 20 of Tidbits from the Apartment Nerd. And I've been, I guess, kind of future casting and talking about my concerns of the ILSs and where they're evolving. And I did a kind of little mobile post, I guess somewhat telling you what the topic is going to be this time around, which is about Craigslist. And I've got a group organized by Mike Whaling of 30 Lines, and includes Eric Brown and myself, and we did have Duncan Alney with Firebelly Marketing join us this past week. But we've been doing a podcast for the past month or so, and posting that. You can find it on the blog here, theapartmentnerd.com, or I guess if you're watching this elsewhere, you can go to theapartmentnerd.com and see links to the podcast. And toward the end of the conversation, we were talking about, what's it going to take to get ILSs to change what they wanted, basically their model. And I indicated that it's going to take some larger companies to definitely step up and basically say, hey, you know what, this model is no longer working, and move on to another model for marketing apartments online. And I think then where I went, it just kind of occurred to me, is I looked at Craigslist, and I kind of thought about it for a minute, and I thought, oh my gosh, Craigslist is really the tip of the iceberg as far as change and how people are searching for apartments. If the data from these conferences are coming back that says people are using more and more Craigslist to search for an apartment, then why is that? And I have a theory, and I want to share with you my theory. And my theory is that people in general want to be able to tell the story of how they found something. They want to feel the pride. They want to feel that they kind of overcame an obstacle, that they won the battle, that they discovered that diamond in the rough, if you will. And especially when it comes to finding a home. Because a home is the most expensive for most people check you're going to write in a given month. And it's a very important decision that you're going to make. And you want to make sure that you've got a story to go along with finding that place. And I think what Craigslist offers you is a story of, I found it, I dug through this, I went through that, and it was a discovery process. And people want that. They want the discovery process when they're looking for a home. That's why brands that have a better story behind them in general are more popular, because there's a better story that goes along with the brand. Just as finding an apartment on Craigslist has a better story that goes along with it. If you're lumped together on an ILS with every other apartment, and the main thing that you're being compared to is price and the size of a location and maybe a few photos, there's not really an exciting story to tell. So that's my theory. Craigslist is just the tip of the iceberg, and the players that change the game are going to allow the customer to tell a better story of how they discovered their new home. What do you guys think?